perfect or that I, know 77 Bible verses and that I'm like any better than any of y'all because I sin just as much as y'all sin and I've done bad things and I've messed up and so I just want y'all to know that I'm here to talk about the love that I've received that none of us deserve. None of us deserve the love that the Lord has given to us. And so my sophomore year, I went to Crooked Creek as part of the camp. And so I went and during my 20 minutes, I accepted Christ into my life. I decided that I was going to live for Jesus. And so that kind of came with a lot of like trials and stuff. But during that summer, Reagan and Jonas were seniors and they were at Crooked Creek doing work crew. And I was like, dang, that's really cool. And work crew is when you go to a camp for a month. Parker's done it too. You like go to a camp for a month and Rachel, and you work there and you basically live there for a month with no one that you know. So I guess I would call it like my biggest leap of faith. I went to Rockbridge last summer for 5 weeks. I didn't know anyone. I was going to be a housekeeper, which means I like cleaned up after people for a month that I didn't know and that didn't know I was cleaning up after them. So I think that was something that really took a lot of courage, to go 4.5 hours away and not know anyone. And so the first day I get there, I'm so nervous. I'm like crying because I'm like, don't want to leave my family and my friends. And so I get my stuff down and then I go to the dining hall and we like set tables and stuff. And so they put us right to work. And I was like, God, this is going to be a long month. Like I'm going to be here cleaning up after people. So I met this girl, Tori, and Tori ended up being my bunkmate. She became my best friend at work crew. I still talk to her all the time. And Tori seemed like she had it all together. She knew what was going on. She didn't care that we were sweeping up gum off the floor. Like she had it all together. And so I started to really trust Tori and trust what she was telling me and stuff like that. So then I thought it related to a story in Matthew. It's right after Jesus feeds 5,000, and it says, it's Matthew 14:22. Immediately Jesus said to the disciples, get into the boat and go ahead of him. Sorry, I can't read. To the other side while he dismissed the crowd. After he dismissed them, he went up to a mountainside by himself to pray. When evening came, he was there alone, and the boat was already a considerable distance from the land, and there was a really bad storm. I don't know the words, so I'm just going to paraphrase. During the fourth watch of the night, Jesus went out to them walking on the lake. When the disciples saw him on the lake, they were terrified. It's a ghost, they said, and cried out in fear. But Jesus immediately said to them, take courage, it is I. Do not be afraid. And Peter replied, Lord, if it's you, tell me to come on the water. Come, he said. So in this part, Peter is probably thinking, like, okay, this guy is crazy. He wants me to walk on this water. It's storming, the waves are crazy, my boat has water all in it, and this guy is telling me that I need to walk on water and that I need to trust him. If I were in Peter's place, I'd be like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, I'm not about to step on this water. So then it says, then Peter got down out of the boat and walked on the water. He came toward Jesus. But when he saw the wind, he was afraid and began to sink and cried out, Lord, save me. I don't know about in y'all's life, but in my life, I feel like when I start to doubt the Lord, I start to sink. And I start, like, if one day in the morning I fail a test, it's just like, and I doubt what Jesus has planned for that day, the whole day just blows. The whole day is awful. I'm in a bad mood and all that stuff. So, so I feel like once we start to doubt Jesus, that's when we start to sink. And then it says, immediately Jesus reached out of his hand and caught him. You have little faith, he said. Why did you doubt? And when they climbed into the boat, the wind died down. Then those who were in the boat worshipped him, saying, truly you are the Son of God. And this is the part where it shows that Jesus has control over our whole life, not just one little part or Jesus doesn't have control of us on Sundays, but he has control of us Monday through Saturday and Sunday. And once Peter started to trust Jesus with this one little thing, everything stopped. The wind died down, the storm stopped, he could walk on water again, everyone in the boat worshipped him. And I think it just shows that in our life, when we start to trust Jesus with little things, he just starts to take over the big things. And then I have another verse. It's John 14:16. You did not choose me, but I chose you, and appointed you to go bear fruit, fruit that will last. Then the Father will give you whatever you ask in my name. This is my command, love each other. Here Jesus is saying that we are supposed to go out and bring people to him. We're supposed to spread his word and, go out of our comfort zone and trust him that what we're saying is from him. And I think it just shows that Jesus knows every single hair on our head. He knows that Stephanie has 5,472 hairs on her head, and he loves every single one of those. And I just think it shows that he really knows us. He knows you, Courtney. He knows every depth of your heart. He knows how you feel after a basketball game. He knows how you feel on a Monday morning. And I just think that we really need to trust him and that he has great things planned for us. So, I'm going to pray. Dear God, thank you for this day, Lord. Thank you for letting us all come here. I thank you for this group of people who are here today. I just pray that over the break you keep them safe and that we have a really awesome break and a really Merry Christmas. In Jesus' name we pray.
Hey, let's give a round of applause to Justin. You're going to walk around the clubhouse and go up to the field. Listen up. Up on the field, we have a surprise for you. Right after that, right after you deal with the surprise, you're going to come back right back down here in the parking lot. We're going to have another surprise for you. So everyone go up there. Let's go.